Hi there, in today's episode from NRC, what we've got is a JCB M25 Strimmer, and its fault is unknown at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take it apart, find out what's wrong with it. We're going to give it a bit of a clean down, and then slowly work through what's wrong with it and fix what needs fixing. So we're just going to start with the 3 bolts that are holding on the back casing. 3 screws. The crossheads, so we'll just remove them. And once they're removed, I'm just going to get the air filter off as well and remove the 2 10mm nuts from the carb. Okay, now they're off. Just removing the throttle cable. That's just the 8mm. Bit of a pain to get to if I'm honest. But obviously, as you can see, although the carburetor's cleanish, the bulb's looking pretty well worn, and so are the fuel pipes. So definitely going to replace them. And once you've managed to unhook that, it should just pull right off. Although this one, I think, because I've still got the return pipe attached, it's making my life a bit difficult. Right, now I've got that out, I'm also going to take the fuel tank off as well. Just take note of the little rubber mounting bits, because you kind of need them when it comes to putting it back on, because it makes that nice sort of tight seal, holds it in place and ensures that it doesn't go anywhere. But we're just going to go back to the trusty pink bath and give everything a good clean down. yeah, as you can see, my bath has kind of got a bit oily and dirty, but I put a bit of, I won't say clean petrol, but cleanish petrol. It's just stuff that I had lying about. It's about a year old. I wouldn't put it in any machine I care about anyway. That, and it's got bits in it, so it's just only really good for cleaning. So I'm just going to use that and give it all a good clean down. So I'm just gonna start by taking the carb apart, giving that a bit of a clean down. The part I'm starting with is a bulb because I've got another one of those. So I'm just going to give that a bit of a clean down. I've got my toothbrush as well because probably one of the best cleaning tools. I've said before, and yeah, I'll definitely say it again. It is one of the best. I'm just gonna lightly go over the carb. I've got my nylon brush, my toothbrush, and my copper brush. So I'm just gonna give that a good going over. I'm not going to be too brutal with the copper brush because these carbs are only aluminium, so that, and don't want to cause any damage to it or anything like that. So just going to give it a good clean down, good soaking in petrol, and then we're going to get the trusty carb cleaner out. Yeah, obviously I had a bit of trouble with that. A bit of a tongue twister for me. Don't know why. But yeah, the carb cleaner we're using, I've got that from Halfords. I usually prefer to use Wins, but this seems to do the job just as well. I'm not going to knock it. So yeah, give it a good blast down and get the carb back up and put back together. Okay, now that's all cleaned, what we're going to do is just put the car back together, put it all back together, and yeah, give it a test. The bottom half of the carb is 4 cross-headed screws, that's with the bulb, and once they're removed it will all just separate as is, and the top one, which is the throttle, that's just one flat-headed screw. Okay, now that's back together, just going to give the fuel tank a jolly good clean out. It's got a few bits in the bottom and bits of old petrol pipe, fuel pipe. So yeah, just give it a jolly good clean out and put that back together, give it fresh lines. What I should really do is just get some bolts and nuts and whatnot and put them in the bottom, give it a good shake, and like I'm doing now, except I haven't put anything in the bottom of it, I'm just using fuel. Okay, and after a good shake out, yeah, there's a bit in there, but it wasn't as bad. It's more all the bits of rubber at the bottom. But yeah, just get that bit of a wipe down, and that's good to go back on as well. Okay, I've got the fuel tank here, and I've got my return line, and I've got my fuel in line. Just going to feed that through. I've also got a replacement filter as well for it, so I'm just going to set all that up. The fuel in line is slightly thicker than the fuel outline, so just make sure you get it the right way around, because I've made that mistake before. And there we go. Right, I'm just going to give that a quick test, and hopefully that should solve the problem, but we'll see. Give it a test and see what it does. Okay, from the test that did seem to work perfectly fine. Obviously I need to adjust the throttle a little bit and actually get the right orientation round on the choke, even though it quite clearly shows you. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, all that needed was a bit of a clean down. But yeah, thank you very much. Please like and subscribe for more.